Hello everyone, welcome back to the lecture. So now we'll see the other components. So this is the same PEB building. Okay, there are other things which we need to understand. We'll try to understand it. So quickly tell me, see another 2-3 lectures I'll be repeating few things same. Just bear with me. Okay. Yeah. So again we know this is called as roof purlin. Why they have mentioned roof? Because the purlin is provided at the roof level. So that is why they have mentioned roof purlin. Few people just mentioned purlin, both are one and the same. But here exactly has mentioned that this purlin is provided at the roof level. So we are calling it as a roof purlin. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, now next is ridge. What is this ridge? See, this PEB system, whenever we are doing, no, it will be something like this. Okay, this is one slope. From here, another slope will come. So the middle portion where it's going to intersect, no, that portion we call it as a ridge. So this is one portion from here. The second slope will be from here. This middle portion, no, this entire middle portion, we call it as a ridge. Okay, ridge or ridge line. Next is roof system. This is a roof system. What I mentioned, it's okay, no problem. Now come to this point. So this height from your FFL level, this line to the top of this, we call this as a eaves height. Okay, eaves height, or we can call it as a eaves level. If this level, somebody asks you what is this level, so this level is called as a eaves level, or this height what you have, no, this height is called as eaves height. Okay. Next is wall system. So here a wall will be coming. So this entire thing, okay. So it's called as a wall system. So in the wall system, it can be like up to 3 meter. Few people go with the brickwork, and then the sheet cladding will be done. It's totally up to the requirement. Yeah, that system is called as wall system. Next, you have mentioned wall girt. See again, whenever you're providing the purlins at this level, okay, at this level, it's called as a girt. But since it's providing it in the wall, we call it as a wall girt. Okay, yeah. After that, next is bracings. So this is called as bracings, but it's telling that it's a rod bracing, because in the bracings we have 3 types of bracings. You can make use of angle bracing, you can make use of rod, you can make use of cable. But here is directly telling that you're using a rod bracings here. Okay, yeah. After that, huh. After that, base spacing. Yeah, coming to the base spacing. See, this is one portal. This is your one portal, and now the next portal is here. Okay, next portal is here. So the distance between these two portal, we call it as a bay spacing. Okay. Then the purlin which you have provided at this level, this purlin, okay, this is called as eaves purlin. It's a purlin only, but this level what we have, no, the sloping level, this corner level what we have, we call it as a eaves level. So you can see, no, this is eaves height. So if any purlin is provided at that level, at this level, we call it as a eaves level purlin. You can mention it as purlin also, since that particular region is called as eaves level. So we are calling it as a eaves purlin. Apart from that, what else is left out? Yeah, clear span is okay. Haunch, yeah. This portion we call it as a haunch here. Okay, so there is a kind of haunch here. So haunch is, we call it as a haunch. Then this is a column. Normally we call it as column, or few people call it as a tapered column. Both are one and the same. And this portion is called as a rafter. Okay, it's mentioned here rafter. We don't call it as a beams. It's called as a rafter. Then here we have a wall. Since it is on the side, we call it as a side wall. Apart from that, yeah, come here. Yeah, this is called as gable wall. See why it is called as gable wall. This first frame what you have, no, this first frame and the last frame, we call it as a gable end. Okay, we call it as a gable end. So since here wall is coming, he is mentioning it as a gable wall. Got it? So it's called as gable wall. Next, this column what you have and this column what you have, it's a column what we have, but here it is mentioned as post. We call it as a post. But since it is provided at the end region, we are calling it as an end post. And the distance between these two is called as a end post spacing. Okay. Then this is also a post what we have. Okay. But since it's at the corner, we are calling it as a corner post. In the same way, this is a bracing what we have done. But since it is done at the gable end, we are calling it as a gable end bracing. So this first bay what we have, no, this first one, we call it as a gable end. So that is why gable end bracings, they mentioned it. You can call it as bracing also, no problem. But since this particular area is specified as gable end, they're mentioning it as gable end bracing. Next here anchor bolts are going to come. That is totally okay. No problem. Got it? Have you understood all the components? See, if you have understood even a 10% of this, it's sufficient. You don't have to understand everything in a single video. It will take time. You have to revise it, but you'll be able to understand it. Yeah. Now we'll try to see this entire building system. Again, you see here. So this was a ridge which was created. No. So this is one level. This was another level. So the ridge was created here. So this thing what we have provided, no, we call it as a roof monitor. Then these are your roofing sheets what we have provided. Okay, the skin panels what I told. Okay, so it's called a roof sheet here. Again, you see here he is mentioning here gutter. So before gutter he is mentioning eave. Why it is called eave? Because it's a eaves level. So the name eave is given here. Why it is called as gutter? So what is gutter? Usually what happens? Whatever water will fall here during the rainy season, all this water will be collected in this particular gutter. So gutter is like a small opening, not opening. I mean, it's a small U type of arrangement we do. Whatever water will come, it will be collected here. Okay. So you cannot see the gutter here, but maybe in the later part I'll be showing you. So that is called as gutter. And for this gutter, what happens is we have given this downspout pipe. Okay, you can see the pipe here. These are called as downspout pipes. Like the pipe will be given like this. Whatever water is collected in the gutter through the downspout pipe, it will be taken down, and wherever we will be providing the this thing. What is that? Catch basins. Okay, from there the water will be collected, and that can be used for your groundwater recharge and all. So it's called as a downspout pipe. Got it? After that, this is wall cladding. Since it is provided on the wall, we call it as a wall cladding. Again, it is called as a girt. We know what is girt here. After that, this is called as bracings. Then this is wall light panel. Okay. Then this is a rolling shutter what we have provided. This one is called as canopy, and this is called as rolling shutter. Then here it's written gable trim. Again, this is your gable end. Got it? This is your gable end. So what is trim? So trim means whenever you are connecting two what you call elements at a 90-degree, we provide a trim. That means see, this is a top portion your roof, and this is your this portion, and this portion. We are connecting it like this. So this 90-degree intersection where it's going to come, no, it's called as a trim actually. Okay, but since it is provided at the gable level, we are calling it as a gable trim. The same thing if you're providing it in the next slide, I'll be showing you one more trim that is called as a corner trim. When you provide the same trim at this level, okay, at this level like this, we call it as a corner trim. But wherever the 90-degree intersection will come, that is called as a trim. After that, this is after that EOT. EOT stand for electric overhead traveling crane. So it's a crane what we have, it keeps on traveling. So in this crane we have two types of travel. One is called as right here, one is called as long travel. The second one is called as a cross travel. Okay, so long travel means this crane what you have, no, it can move in this direction and also in this direction. It's a long travel what we call. Suppose if the crane is moving in this direction and in this direction, we call it as a cross travel. Okay, so depends on the usage. Maybe let us you kept one material here. Okay, and this material should be shifted here. So what you do, you go cross, you go to the cross, lift the material from there and bring it and keep it here. So it's called as cross travel. Let us say you kept one material somewhere here, you want to bring and keep it here. Let us say you want to keep it here. So now the crane hook, you can see the hook here, it will come like this, pick the material from here and keep it here. So now it is going long, so it's called as a long travel now. Okay, yeah. Apart from that, staircase is known, crane beam is not required. Turbo ventilators, yeah, you can see these things, no, these are called as turbo ventilators. So see, this is called as PEB system. Only by putting a portal frame bracings you cannot use it. There should be good ventilation also. And if you remember the disadvantage of the PEB system, everything is a steel structure, so steel will absorb lot of heat. So if there is no proper ventilation provided, what will happen, people cannot stay inside, they cannot work and all, no? So proper ventilation should be provided. So these are the turbo ventilators which you are going to install on the roofing shades, so that there is proper this thing. What is that? Ventilation. Okay, so this thing are called as a turbo ventilator. The one which you have provided here, this is called as ridge ventilator, because this is one part, this is second part. So this is called as your ridge level. The one which you have provided at that level, it's called as it's a ventilator only, but it's provided at the ridge level, no? So it's called as ridge ventilator. This is daylight panel. So what is this daylight panel? So it's a transparent sheet what we use it here. So if you don't use a transparent sheet during daytime, the sunlight will not enter. If the sunlight doesn't enter, there won't be brightness in your this thing, what you call inside area, there won't be brightness. So what we do is we use such kind of panel which are transparent, so that the sunlight will enter and there is a brightness in your this thing building. Okay, these are glazings. Whenever you're using a glass panel, from aesthetic point of view, we call that as a glazings. Then this is a canopy which we know. This is a framed opening, what we call. This is end wall column. Again, this is a column only, but it's provided in the end wall. End wall and gable wall both are one and the same. Yeah, give me 1 minute. Yeah, this gable and end both are one and the same. Okay, some people may write here a gable wall column. Few people may write here end wall column. Both are same. Yeah, you can interchange that words. You can interchange a gable and end. Then we have a brick wall here. So this ladder is called as a cage ladder. Okay. Then we have a double sliding door. This is a double sliding door. And this is a mezzanine joist. Why it's called as mezzanine? So it's a mezzanine level. That's a mezzanine floor what we have created. So these are your joist. So, okay. So it's called as a mezzanine joist. And this is called as S-type louvers. Okay. That's it. Yeah. So I think almost all the components have covered it here. And this is called as fascia, which is provided from elevation point of view. Okay, like see this additional portion we have given here, and then all this sheetings will be put up and all. So from elevation point of view, from architectural point of view, to make your building look good, we provide such kind of arrangement, which is called as fascia. Okay, yeah. So this was all about the different components. Yeah. There's one more thing. Even I'll explain you this. Once I finish this, then we'll go to the last part. These things will be explained by you. So far, I hope at least some knowledge you have got. Quickly, I'll go through this. Okay. Rod bracing, we know. Roof panel, we know. Mezzanine, we know. Then eave strut, you know. So this is provided the eaves level. So it's called as eaves strut. Okay. Yeah. And then after that, glazings, we know. Handrail is no. Cage ladder. This is called as cage ladder. We know what is louvers. This is called as wall panel. Aluminum window, double sliding door, canopy is understood, downspout pipe. So these are your downspout pipe. From the gutter, the water is collected and it is taken through your downspout pipe. Then these are called as industrial louvers. Then eave gutter. See again, he's mentioned eave gutter. So gutter is provided here. Since it is provided at the eaves level, we call it as a eaves gutter. Then this is corner trim. Yeah, see here, the what is using a word is using a word of corner trim. So why it is corner trim? See, this is one portion. This is one panel. Okay, one panel. Next panel is this one. Okay, this panel. So in order to cover them, so we have this intersection what we have, no, that is called as trim. Since it is provided in the corner portion, we are calling it as a corner trim. Similarly, in the previous slide, what we were calling it here, it is a trim only, but it was provided at the gable end. So that is why it's called as gable trim. Here it is called as a corner trim. Okay. Suppose if one trim was provided here, let us say, then we would have called it as a corner trim. So it's called as corner trim. This is a roll up door. This is a partial block work. Yeah, partial block work. This has been done. And apart from that, what else? Yeah. So these are called as wall light. Again, same thing. These are your transparent sheets what we put up so that the sunlight can enter through your building. Okay. Apart from that, yeah, this is called as ridge ventilator, which you already know. So this is a ridge ventilator. Then this is a rotary ventilator. This one. It's called as rotary ventilator. Then we have skylight. So skylight is again same thing. A small opening will be given so that your sunlight can enter. So it's called as skylight. And then this is a purlin. Since it is provided at the roof level, we call it as a roof purlin. Then here it is called as girt because it is provided on the side wall. We have mentioned side wall girt. Then apart from that, top running crane. So this is a crane. and this is roof monitor, okay, which you already seen. This is called a roof monitor. Understood the entire thing? So I hope you have enjoyed the lecture up to here. You have got a better understanding of different components. I know it's a little difficult for you to understand everything, but at least compared to the last lecture, in this lecture, you might have learned some other terminologies, and that is totally okay. In the next lecture, I'll be taking this particular building again, this particular skeleton, and all these 29 components will try to identify, and we'll try to have a kind of a revision, so that by the end of next lecture, no, we'll be able to at least understand 60 to 70% of the components. Okay. So I'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.